Hey guys, my name is Samantha, and today, actually, we won't be doing any gameplays and no reaction videos. I actually wanted to show you a couple of videos from YouTube that I figured out on my grandma's computer over the weekend. My dad on the phone. So, it's called. So the channel is Super Planet Darwin. If you want to look it up. Yes, it is an actual dang it, whatever. Channel. And today we will be watching some videos.
Planet Dolan.
Yeah, tired of reaction videos and stuff, so yeah.
From why fish go belly up upon death to why the moon appears during the daytime, we answer some of your most burning questions about life.
Hello there. My name is Shima, and I'll be reading out the questions and answers.
I'm Danger Dolan, and I'm here to blow your mind with truth.
Star Butterfly asks, why do we talk in our sleep?
Because some people who shall remain nameless, they just won't stop talking. Whether they're at the gym, at the library, at the movies, even when they're unconscious. I mean, just for 5 minutes, just stop, please, please.
When you're entering deep sleep...
So before I continue the video, I'm thinking about doing some animations, Q&As and stuff. Please comment down below if you want me to. Some of my friends I might have to ask it. Well, tomorrow, Tuesday, whatever, I don't know anymore. Please see me tomorrow. And mouse. And it's peanut butter chocolate. So yeah, I have an art notebook, and I know how to draw. I just need to work on animations and stuff. So yeah, I might do it. Comment down below if you want me to. Let's continue.
vocally. There's usually no meaning behind what you say, though, so sleep talking about that murder that you may or may not have committed won't hold up in a court of law. Probably. Sophie and friends ask, can babies understand each other?
Of course they can. In fact, we made a documentary about it called Rugrats, which some have waved off as a propaganda film created by babies in order to make us think they're simple-minded. But we have our suspicions.
If you're asking about whether or not babies can understand the gibberish their baby friends say, then no. However, babies do reliably convey and understand body language and can even read each other's moods if they so choose. U.S. McCool General asks, how much oil is left on Earth?
We have about 38 spoons worth of oil left. We'd have more, but each time we go around lending people oil, we drop the spoon into the ocean and cause massive oil leaks. Don't worry though, there's a policy going through Congress that will give us bigger spoons.
The rough estimation of how much oil is left on Earth is around 1.1%, around 1,700 billion barrels worth, which is enough oil to last the world only 53 years at the current production rate. Jigmaster asks, why do fish go belly up when they die?
They're not dead, they just get so fat that they need breaks from the exhausting burden of being alive, so they float to the surface to catch some air. At least until you heartlessly throw them in the toilet and flush them out of existence, you monster.
This is because they have what's called a swim bladder, a pocket full of air through which oxygen is extracted from water and retained even after death. So as the belly balloon rises, the fish flip upside down and kind of hover there.
Shima, did you throw my fish in the toilet again? I told you before, they're not dead yet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
If you guys notice the way she said that, you guys should be able to know that she actually ate it. Because she's a cat. Shima's a cat. Melissa's a wolf. Slapham, I think it was, is a pig. I forgot the rest. Oh yeah, and Danger Dolan's this mysterious brother is pretty much looks like Danger Dolan, minus the hat. Tan, I think? Yeah, he's tan. And he has a purple. Is it purple or some kind of color? I think it's either purple or black. Blackbeard. But yeah, let's continue. But yeah, Shima ate the fish.
What? I'm on to you, cat.
Mike Schmidt asks, will we ever run out of air?
We ran out of air ages ago. Don't tell me you're the kind of nooblet that actually breathes that stuff. Next thing you know, you'll be telling me you also lie in bed and go unconscious for half the day. What do you mean you blink?
No, because so long as we have trees and photosynthesis, there will always be oxygen in our atmosphere. And even if it vanished, we'd still get oxygen from algae, and we can make oxygen from water. We would have to damage the planet considerably before this becomes a problem. Lydia Plays MCP Nikolovska asks, why are ghosts invisible?
They're not invisible. I see them all the time. For some reason, this mustache guy keeps hanging around me, though. I don't know why he keeps asking me why I got the surgery and shaved my face. And what's a wow video?
There is currently no scientific proof for a ghost's existence. However, many claim these are the souls of those who have passed on and aren't made up of physical matter, like how you can't see radio waves. But that ghosts may briefly be seen through mediums such as cameras, usually because we have no way to explain a mysterious event logically. By the way, Dolan, I found your old high school yearbook. You looked a bit, different back then.
Ugh, I was such a loser.
You looked so happy though. See, look how happy you are right there.
Yeah, before I started to figure out the truth.
Marco Loberek asks, what would happen if the Earth and Sun switch places?
We'd have to fly over to Mars and live there. The Martians wouldn't be too happy though, and they're notoriously selfish. They'd likely hoard all the dirt and we'd have to sleep on rocks. Do you know how hard it is to write scripts and animate on a rock? It's very hard. Get it?
It would be total mayhem. Every planet would get sucked towards the sun very quickly, and those that survive would likely hit each other or the Earth, and we'd end up seeing new planets due to the sun's new position in the completely different belt of gravity. Hannah asks, how do CDs work?
What's a CD? So hard. Get it?
It would be total mayhem. Every planet would get sucked towards the sun very quickly, and those that survive would likely hit each other or the Earth, and we'd end up seeing new planets due to the sun's new position in the completely different belt of gravity. Hannah asks, how do CDs work?
What's a CD? Is that a phone app? What does the C and D stand for? Shima?
Yeah?
What does C and D mean?
It's a compact disc.
Oh, like the cup holder tray in my computer?
Think of it like a record player with the moving arm that hits the plastic bumps on the record, which translates into music you can hear. CDs are like this, except those plastic bumps are now flashing beams of light that project the same information without ever wearing down, unless you've scratched the surface of the disc. Aaron Pritchard asks, why can I see the moon when it's daylight?
What? Nobody can see the moon at daytime. That's impossible. Unless... That's no moon! That's a space station! Oh wait, no, that is the moon. Sorry. I just woke up.
This is because the moon is bright enough that it can easily penetrate the blue sky. And because of the Earth's rotation, it's always visible 12 hours in a day. It's just that sometimes those 12 hours don't necessarily coincide with nighttime. And so you might see it a few hours earlier than usual.
Shima, what did you do with my hat? I need it.
On your head?
I just woke up, okay? Where's my coffee? Oh, yeah. C&D tray.
Cute Kitty asks, what makes rainbows colorful?
When we first invented color televisions, they literally exploded with the power of Technicolor for the very first time, creating rainbows filled with vibrant color palettes. It's a real shame that rainbows burn everything they touch and kill the environment. A real shame.
Rainbows are caused by the reflection, refraction, and dispersion of light in water droplets, which results in a beautiful spectrum of light that appears in the sky.
Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.
the last one. This is the last one, and then
From why goats have horns to the history of toy dolls, we answer some of your most burning questions about life.
Hey there, my name is Melissa. I'll be reading out the questions and answers.
I'm Danger Dolan, and I'm here to blow your mind with truth.
Killer Blue Gaming asks, do white holes exist?
How can a hole be made of white? How do you dig a color?
Your body then sends a signal to your brain asking for more water. It could also just be that you were low in saliva and the chocolate soaked it up, making your mouth dry as well as making you feel thirsty. Zombie Slave asks, what's the history behind toy dolls?
An Icky Girl made one back in 1999, and they've been super popular ever since. I don't get it. Dolls aren't nearly as cool as this action figure of Mr. Mega Amazing that helps me sleep at night.
The earliest dolls we know that were used for playing are ancient Greek articulated dolls from 200 BC. Jenny Stelp asks, what is a tardigrade?
There are evil insects that eat all the magic in the world, leaving almost no Planet Dolan. From why snails die if they touch salt to the cause of nightmares, we answer some of your most burning questions about life.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988, coming at you live once again through the power of the internet, and today I'll be the one reading out the questions and the answers.
I'm Danger Dolan, and I'm here to blow your mind with truth.
RBLX Noob Dev 8000 asks, who made the first car?
This one guy called Mr. Petroleum invented petrol, but he had nothing to put it in. He put it in his socks, he fed it to his cat, he even suggested kids replace the milk in their cereal with delicious petrol, but nothing worked. So one day he was messing around with some Lego blocks and he accidentally invented a car. And, well, that worked out nicely.
Carl Benz from Germany made the first ever car. It ran on petroleum gasoline just like today's cars, but it only had 3 wheels, had no roof, and you steered with a lever instead of a wheel. Jake Reloque asks, how come people sneeze?
Every time you breathe in something smelly, you collect tiny pieces of poop that slowly grew in your nose. Eventually, your body pushes it into your bowels and out your butt. When you sneeze, you're just getting rid of the bits that got stuck in your nose hairs.
When your nose lining collects some irritating bits in the air like germs or pollen, the brain sends a signal to get rid of it, causing a deep breath that increases the pressure in your lungs, and then the body quickly pushes the air out through your nose.
Oh, hey, someone dropped some chocolate on the ground.
James Smith asks, why do snails die if they touch salt?
Everyone knows that snails only eat leaves. This is because they're really picky eaters. They hate chocolate and pizza, and most of all, they hate salt. And if you put some anywhere near them, they froth with rage and die of anger. Whoa, 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 whoa. Put those salty crisps back in the bag. I'm calling the police. Hello, officer? This dude has a bag of salty chips. He threatened my snail. Should I take him out? Okay. He said no.
The salt quickly reacts with the water in the snail's body, causing it to dry out. So the snail creates a mucus which will protect it if there's only a small amount of salt, but if there isn't, then the snail will dry out until it dies of dehydration. Lloyd Pagdalugan asks, what was the first ever animal?
Well, since the Earth used to have loads of volcanoes, the first ever animal was actually a lava monster. That might look scary at first, but it was actually a huge nerd. It was also a little cutie and would melt the heart of any girl that walked in a small radius near it.
We used to think that the first ever animal was the simple sea sponge, but it was actually the comb jellyfish. It actually shocked scientists to learn that such a primitive life form ever had its own nervous system.
If there are sponges in the sea, how come it still has water?
Hey Dolan, you're a sponge.
Psh, I might need some time to absorb that comment.
Daniel Parker asks, why does sticking a fork in a toaster electrocute you?
Because it isn't bread, dummy. This is a general rule of life. If you pour juice in your sock, it will electrocute you too, because you're doing something wrong. Same with putting cheese in your car instead of petrol, and trust me, You don't want to know what happens if you put a fork in a hairdryer.
When you turn on a toaster, it runs electricity through the metal in order to create heat. If you touch the prongs with something that conducts electricity, you're given it a chance to send a shock up the fork and into your body. Dolan, no!
Ah, it's fine. I'm testing something.
Bye guys.